Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a review on the HERA UV Mist Cushion Ultra Moisture. I think this is one of the most popular cushions that's like from Korea. I got mine on Amazon and I got it in the shade 13, Cool Ivory. It was kind of hard for me to pick a shade and I think it worked out okay. It's not perfect by any means. I feel like cushion foundations are never the perfect shade. They're always like a little bit weird on me, to be honest, but it's working for now. And this thing is in SPF 34 PA++. I don't have much on my face right now, just a light moisturizer. This is one from Caudalie. And here is the cushion compact. I can't remember how much it is exactly, but I think it was under $50. You do get the cushion, and as most cushions do, you get a free refill as well, or not free, but like, you know, included. And one sponge has 15 grams of product in it, so you get 15 times 2, 30. This is what the packaging looks like. I quite like it. It's pretty. It's like a lilac lavender-ish thing, and then very traditional cushion looking thing. There is a scent to this. I find most cushions do have a scent. It's a bit strong, but I feel like it goes away. I am quite sensitive to scents, so maybe I notice it more than other people, but it is a bit strong. I'm just gonna apply the cushion to the right side of my face with the sponge that it comes with. So this is what my skin is looking like today. I feel like this side is more troubled than this one, so we'll start with this. I'm just gonna press it. So I can't really read anything that's on this packaging because it's mostly Korean, but it does say it's moisture trap system, so I guess it's supposed to be moisturizing, and it's shining lock-in complex. It has camellia oil mist and mineral water shield. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be like very moisturizing and also not look oily. You can get quite a bit of coverage out of this, as you can see. I do like how there's SPF in it. Actually, I ran out of my favorite like BB cream kind of thing, the IT Cosmetics one, and I've decided to just use this one up before I purchase another one of those. That's one layer. It actually delivered a lot of coverage. It evened out my skin tone for sure, as you can see. The color match looks really good on camera, but in person it is a little more like beigey than what you're seeing. You see how my sponge is so messy? It's because the product is like collected at the end of the sponge here, so once you press in it gets really messy, if that makes any sense. So I don't really like to use it with the sponge all the time, just because I don't like to get my fingers dirty, you know what I'm saying? But I do like the finish it gives for sure. Definitely the most natural looking finish you can get with the cushion foundation is with this sponge. Typically when I use cushions, I just bring it under my eyes as well, kind of as a concealer. So I applied it to the right side of my face. You can clearly see a difference. I can see it in the viewfinder. This side is much more evened out, and it actually kind of looks more luminous than this side. But I want to show you something. So this is what it looks like on the side that's been applied. I don't know if you can see on camera, but my pores look really bad here. If I just press it, the pores look really visible. So it doesn't do a good job with pore filling or anything like that. I imagine if you have big pores like everywhere on your face, this would be horrendous. I feel like if you just dab, it would emphasize the pores more. I don't know if it picked up on camera, but once I swiped, the pores kind of vanished. I'm just layering a little bit more on top, just kind of to build the coverage. I would consider this like a solid medium coverage. It's, you know, it covered up really well. So I'm going to move on to this side of my face. I'm actually going to use a brush just because I know that not everyone likes to use the sponge with the cushion foundation. And like I said, I don't really like using it sometimes either because sometimes it can get everywhere and it's just, you know, messy. So I just wanted to see if the brush would deliver kind of the same effects and how easy it would be. I'm just taking this flat top kabuki brush and dipping it directly into the product and then transferring it onto my face. As you can see, it covered up my blemishes pretty well. I do have to say, out of the two methods, I do think that the cushion itself, like the sponge itself, is a better application. Let me show you up close. This side is the brush side and this is the cushion side. I don't know if it'll be picked up on camera, but The brush side, it is just a tiny bit drier. You can see the dry flakiness a little bit. There's like a tiny bit of dry flakiness here. But it also may just be because the side of my face is worse. Who knows? But this side, it just looks more flawless. So for me, I think unless you absolutely have to use a brush, I would stick with the cushion. It is just so one step anyways. My plan for this product is to like use it when I'm on vacation or like when I'm out and about. So it will be better for me to, it's more intuitive for me to use just this anyway. Less likely to bring a brush with me when I'm on the go. Right now, it feels a little bit thick on my skin. Like I've said, I've never tried a cushion foundation that's felt absolutely like super lightweight on my skin before, ever. Maybe it's because of the high SPF in all of them. Maybe that's why, to be honest. But I've never tried one that's like really lightweight or you can't feel it on your skin. I can definitely feel it on my skin. It's not tight or anything like that. It's not uncomfortable. It's definitely very sticky, which is again something I find to be consistent with all cushions I've ever tried. The color is definitely, I feel like the color does oxidize it just a tiny bit into this like more peachy color. I'm going to just add a little bit as concealer on this side because I feel like I didn't get that. It's basically covered up all my blemishes. Like I'm super comfortable with going outside like this, like more than comfortable. I just put on some brows and I was just gonna leave it at that. But maybe people will be interested to see if powders will go well on top of this product. Personally for me, I probably wouldn't layer powder products on this just because of how sticky it is, but we'll try it out. Maybe it'll work. I'm just gonna use a little bit of my bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula bronzer. That's not bad actually. It's a tiny bit patchy, but not too bad. I also wanted to put this on just because then we can have like an indicator of how well it lasted, you know? Okay, so it went on okay. It's not horrendous, but it's definitely not the best. It is a little bit patchy here. Since we already put bronzer on, might as well put a little bit of highlight. I'm just using my Laura Mercier one. It's creasing on my lids, but like I said, it's like a heavy product. So here's a closer look at my skin. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend layering powder products on this. I feel like a cream contour or cream bronzer, cream blush, or anything like that would look great. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is put powder on one side of my face and see at the end of the day if it made any difference and how it's going to last. Because I feel like, I predict it's not going to last too well just because it's so heavy and thick. So I'm going to powder the right side of my face. I'm just using the NYC Smooth Powder. This is a drugstore powder that I've talked about before. I'm just gonna pat it on. It's a translucent powder. I'm trying to not disturb kind of the makeup. Okay, so that's it, just for the purpose of setting it. Okay, so the right side of my face is powder and the left side is not. It's 11:55 right now. I'm just gonna go have lunch. I'll check in throughout the day and give you guys an update at the end of the day as well. So, see you later. Hi, so currently at lunch right now. We're at Yokaku, which is a chain, I believe. So if you have one, we highly recommend it. It's like very affordable. They always have happy hour prices and it's just really great. And my favorite drink here is the Coco Mo. It's like pina colada with Sprite. It's so yummy. We're gonna have barbecue, so I feel like it's a true test of how well a foundation will wear, you know? It's like hot and stuff, so yeah. So far so good. I definitely think you have to set it with powder or else it's just too dewy. It feels a bit heavy. Since we're having barbecue, I got a seaweed salad to start. It's so yummy. Hi guys, I'm back and it's now 11:19 at night. So I've had this on for like 11 hours and I'm oily. I went out to get lunch and then just hung around the house, went to walk my dog a couple of times, and I took a long nap. So I've been touching my face like down here when I was napping, but as you can see, I'm like really shiny. But surprisingly, I feel like the cushion has lasted on my skin pretty well. Like, remember my blemishes here? They're still covered up, and you can actually still see the bronzer on my face, which I'm really very actually pleasantly surprised, because I thought it wasn't gonna last at all. To be honest, when I was napping, I was trying to like kind of protect my face away from like the pillows, because I felt like it would just get on my pillows and stuff, because I felt like it was just gonna rub off, you know, because it has that like typical sticky feeling that cushions always get. In terms of the difference between the side where I put on powder and not, have to say there's actually not really a difference in how well it's lasted. I'm like pretty much equally shiny on both sides, and you can equally see the coverage. The coverage is still there both sides. So even though the powder did make the cushion not as sticky at first, it doesn't really affect the changes. So if you're not one to powder, if you don't like powdering and you like that dewy look, then you can definitely get away with it. The product wouldn't like just fall off your face, which was what I was afraid of in the beginning. See how oily I am. Like, if I just press my hands here, like the oils kind of break up the foundation there, but if I don't touch it, it's fine. And I feel like it's only breaking here because I was wearing my glasses, so it's like rubbing. But everything else, look at how it looks pretty good. A tiny bit of cakiness here where the foundation has collected, I believe. Everywhere else still looks, honestly, as good as when I first applied it, which is surprising. This is actually the first time I've worn this cushion for so long, for like 11 hours. I'm really glad it lasts really well. I'm just gonna kind of build on top to see, because like I said, ooh, look at holograph. This is something I would bring with me on holiday. I would just, you know, bring this with me to the beach so I can kind of top off, because it is SPF 34. So I want to see how well it builds on top of the oils even. It's a little bit patchy, but it did go on, so it's not bad. I'm pretty happy with this. And one last thing I want to test out, say like you're wearing this, you know, at the end of the day, you don't need to touch up anymore. You like the coverage, but you just don't want to be this shiny. I want to see how it does after you powder. The same powder I used earlier and kind of mattify my face to see if we can kind of wear this day to night, if you will. You know, like, oh, you're on holiday, whatever, you're out and about during the day, or like you just wear this during the day, and then you just want to touch up for dinner or something. Like, does it do well under powder? You know, is it gonna look cakey? Is it gonna look bad? Let's see. Yeah, it looks great. I'm definitely mattified all of a sudden, and the coverage is still there. My blemishes are still pretty much covered up, and you can still see my bronzer, which is amazing. Of course, this powder is really nice as well. One of my favorite powders from the drugstore, like I've said before. It's really, really fine and translucent, so it's great. And, you know, you don't see any cakiness, really. Even on the nose, there's like almost zero cakiness. So that's it for my review. I really do like this product. I like how it lasted even without setting it. If you like the dewy look, you don't even have to set it, but I like my things to be not sticky, like I've said a million times, so I like to set it. Skin definitely felt comfortable throughout the day. It never felt dry or anything like that. That's not something I can say for every cushion I've tried though, so it is like definitely a pro. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please let me know if you'd like to see anything else to be reviewed on my channel. And that's it. That's it for now. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to take this off of my face, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!